Welcome back, everybody. It's time to make some cookies. We got the mixer out, and Christine Broderson is here with one of her family's favorite cookie recipes. So tell me about these cookies, Christine.
Okay, they are white chocolate coconut macadamia nut.
Ooh.
And anytime you have macadamia nuts, it's good. You add coconuts, even better. My niece, I have to make these for her every year. I've been sending them to her since she started college.
Aww.
Because she just loves these so
Aww,
much.
Aunt Christine, I love that. Christine is, I didn't mention, a wonderful mom and home cook, and always we love getting her recipes. So they're real recipes for real people, and I'm all about that. So it doesn't look like there's a ton of stuff going on here. I mean,
not really.
Okay, so let's get started.
Okay, the unusual thing about this recipe is that the butter, instead of being softened, is going to be melted.
Okay, that's
so
even
while
easier.
You're melting that,
You bet.
I will add the brown sugar, and I believe that's 1.5 cups, and then it's going to be 1/2 cup of regular white sugar.
Okay.
The other odd piece about this cookie recipe, which I think makes it so soft in the middle and really like a bakery cookie, is that we're going to have 1 egg yolk and 1 egg.
Okay.
So let's see if you can hand me back that
I'm
bowl.
happy to.
And I'll put 1 egg yolk in there.
Okay.
Okay, I'll just put that there. It'll be our discard bowl.
Okay.
And 1 egg.
All right, our butter's melted. Should I throw it in with the sugar?
Yep.
Okay, so brown sugar, white sugar, melted butter.
Yep.
Get
And we're
that
going to mix
going.
that together.
Okay. What are we looking for here? Does it, you know?
Well, we just want it to come together.
Okay.
Now, one thing about this recipe is that you're going to think that when you make the dough that it seems kind of floppy and you just think maybe I need to add more flour. That's just the way it is. So kind of bear with it while it goes on.
Okay.
I don't know why I added, oh no, that's 2 egg yolks and 1 white.
Okay.
Okay. Add that in and let it mix together. And because this is extra special good, it's 2 teaspoons of vanilla, not just 1.
Yum.
Now the flour base is going to be a teaspoon of baking soda.
And you mix that together in a bowl first
And,
before you
right,
put
and
it
a
in.
pinch
Okay.
of salt.
Okay.
I always like to do that so you don't get a clump of baking soda or baking powder together whenever you're making cookies, because that would taste terrible.
Well, I've bitten into some, you know, things that, you know, you didn't do that, and you just kind of get, it's almost like a soapy taste. So that's a good tip.
So just always mix it separate in a bowl. So we'll slow that down and add our flour mixture. Okay, and we're just going to mix that until it comes together.
Do your kids like to come in the kitchen and help you cook?
Oh, absolutely.
You know, I love making cookies with the kids. I think.
My kids, if they hear the stand mixer, they come running.
Oh, they're smart, huh? They know the drill.
So we're going to add 1.5 cups of white chocolate chips. We've got a rough chop of 1 cup of macadamia nuts.
Oh, yum.
1.5 cups of, this is the regular coconut that you would buy right below the chips in the grocery store. The sweetened flake coconut.
The smell of the coconut just makes, you know, it's something we don't have very often. It's so good.
So good.
So it's really thick and as you said, kind of, you know, moist.
The dough, right, the dough is a little bit floppy, but don't worry about that. That's the way it's going to be.
Okay.
And I recommend doing it in the stand mixer because you added so much stuff that it's hard if you did it with a regular mixer. Okay, so now here's the tricky part. You're going to take a giant cookie scoop because these are really big cookies. You're going to scoop it up. You're going to roll it in your hand. Then you're going to break it apart.
Okay.
Okay. And the 2 tops, form that together and put it on your plate. And what that does is it gives it that bakery look.
Okay.
Where they're all like
Not
uneven
perfect,
on the top.
Okay.
And so it makes a big cookie.
So
So
roll
again,
it up
we
and
roll
then
it in a ball.
break it in half.
Break it in half. And sort of put it together, back together. And that broken top there is what makes it really look like a professional baking cookie.
That's
so
a
just
great
a little,
tip. Very rustic, I guess, is what we're looking for.
Yeah, it gives it a wonderful rustic.
Oven temperature for this, Christine.
Okay, the oven temperature is going to be 325. The other thing you're going to have to remember before you preheat this oven is you're going to move the racks to the top and to the bottom.
Okay.
So before you preheat it, because you don't want to touch that big rack when it's hot. And you're going to put it for 8 minutes on the top, And when it's done, it's going to be 8 minutes on the bottom. And what that does is it keeps that center nice and gooey and chewy, and that's like the real goodness of this cookie. So even though it's kind of an extra step and it's a little bit of a pain, you really do need to do that. Put it in the top and put it in the bottom.
Yum, and here they are already on a plate.
And it makes about 16 giant cookies. They cook about 15, 16 minutes.
Thank you so much for sharing. I can hardly wait to get home and make them with my kids.
Really good.
Love them. I'm going to have to try one of these. We'll be right back and we'll put the recipe on our website. Thanks so much again, Christine.
Thank
Great
you,
to
Amy.
see you. Stay with us. We'll be back.